I think that's the worst part, that you don't even have that option, is to go out there and try to work your butt off and try to make that spot on the Hawks. But it's unfortunate that the league's going through what they're going through. But I think on the other end, it's great to be here. This is a class act organization, and especially when they're affiliated with the Blackhawks and they do everything the same here. So it's great to be here, and the city loves the team. So I have zero complaints by all means, but it's obviously unfortunate that you don't even have that option to go out there and try to make the NHL.
Do you even think about it now, or you're just going to worry about it?
I think you kind of just got to let it go at this point. Hopefully they'll start up soon, and who knows where you go from there. But I think you just got to focus on this. This is obviously the best thing in the country now, and there's a lot of skilled players that you need to have that respect for. So I think you really got to focus on what's going on here.
Pretty excited to get the regular season going. You had a couple of good outings there the last two preseason games.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to get those preseason games in and knock some of the rust off and get your legs going a little bit and obviously work on some things there and we played three solid teams that we see all the time in the regular season. So it was good to get those out of the way and kind of fine tune some things and hopefully hit the ground running here in the regular season.
Yeah, you've been here the last few years when the team started with really slow starts. Is that talked about now, how you got to overcome that this year, and how can you do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously the last 2 years, I think we've missed playoffs by only a few points, and obviously if you get a couple more wins early in the season when everyone's kind of rusty, then that'll definitely help towards the end of the season there. And I think that's definitely one of the key points that our team has is getting off to a good start. And I think with the team we have and the skill that we have now is should be feasible.
You went to some of those, or at least that last NHLPA meeting up in New York, and how much are you still looking at a daily basis on what's happening, not happening? Everything right now?
I did. I was fortunate enough to go to a couple of those player meetings this summer, and it's enlightening and is also disheartening at the same time. Obviously when you hear how good the league has done the past couple of years and how many new fans we have, and then for something like this to happen, and maybe those people kind of forget about hockey for a while, and hopefully that doesn't happen. But I think, like I said, you just kind of focus on what's going on here, and hopefully they get that figured out here soon, and I don't know where the league would go from there, the team would go from there as far as holding like a mini training camp or something, and hopefully that something like that would happen, and you have that chance to make it back up to the NHL after getting most of us last year getting our first taste of the NHL. So it's good to have this in our back pocket, but hopefully that gets figured out soon.
It's part of it. I mean, it's definitely something to think about, but this is the best place to play now, and I'm looking forward to getting the season started here.
How important is it for you guys to get off to a hot start? You only had 3 exhibition games.
Definitely important. I mean, with the league being so tough these days, you got to come to play every game throughout the beginning, middle, and end of the season, so it's huge to get off a big start.
What do you know about the AHL level? I mean, you haven't played here yet.
Yeah, not too much besides the 2 exhibition games I got to play, so I'm still learning, and there's a lot of experienced guys here, so I'm trying to take in what I can and look forward to get it started.
How much have some of the older guys helped you out just trying to get adjusted with the team and the guys in the clubhouse?
They're all great guys, so it's we're a tight group in there, and they've helped out a lot.
Does it help that some of them, like the Shaws and Hayes and stuff, you had a little bit of time with last year?
Yeah, I've played against some of these guys growing up, and like you said, with Shaws and Hayes up there in Chicago last year, so I'm familiar with them, and they've helped out a lot too.
Where do you need to work on in your game at this point in your development?
I just think my experience and being consistent out there. It's a tough league, and like I said, you got to bring it every night, so just all around overall game and playing every night hard.